Today, it's all about chords and chord inversions, and I'm going to give you a short practice session that you can use to practice C chords, F chords, and G chords and their inversions. So let's do it. Here we are at the piano, and I have my handy dandy piano rake here. I highly suggest getting one if you need help with letter names on the keys. What is a chord? A chord is 3 notes played at the same time, like this. It can be 4 notes or even more than 4 notes, but the basic chord is 3 notes. And the C chord is C, E, G. Now, today we're going to talk about inverting chords. So inverting something means that you're just flipping it over, right? So we're going to flip this chord by taking the C and putting it on top, okay? So this chord is still a C chord because it still has C, E, and G in it. It's just that we've flipped the order of the letter names. So we call this chord a first inversion chord. Now we can flip this chord one more time and take the E and put it on top. So this chord would be called a second inversion chord. And I suggest you practice the chords like this. And then you can just keep going. So if we continue on, we're back to what is called root position. Root position is when all of the notes are stacked up in what we call thirds. A third is also a skip on the piano. So I'm just skipping one key to get to the next key. When we get into the inversions, we have a third plus a fourth. Okay, and the second inversion is a fourth plus a third. A fourth is an interval where you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a fourth, and this is a third. 1, 2, 3, third. Okay, so if you want to practice the C chord inversions, you can do it with both hands like this, and I like to use the pedal because it sounds cool. Okay, so that's the C chord with inversions. Now let's do the same thing with the F chord. So F chord is F, A, C, and we'll do root position. And now we're going to flip it so the F is on top, first inversion. And now we're going to flip it one more time so the A is on top, second inversion. Okay, so here's the F chord inversion practice. All right, so that's the F chord. And now let's try G chord. So the G chord is G, B, and D. So that's root position. And now here's first inversion with the G on the top. And now we'll flip it again and put the B on the top. Second inversion. So practicing that would be So practice those inversions, and I'll tell you why it's really important to know the C chord, the F chord, and the G chord in another video coming up soon. Have fun practicing.